Hello YouTube, this is the Night Punisher, rocking my Punisher t-shirt, and today I'm going to be talking about Kaywoodies and some snuff. I'd be smoking a pipe, but I just got a pretty bitching haircut, and I just showered. I don't feel like smoking a pipe and having a shower later on tonight. So recently I got into snuff. Now I got some of the lower quality kind of snuff. I got the Copenhagen. I guess you would consider this a regular snuff. Then I also got some of this, what is it, mint flavored, was a dip, but I cut open the packages and pretty much made it into a, snuff. And I like this a lot better than I like, than the regular snuff. I've been trying a lot of this lately. But, like I said, we're going to talk about Kaywoodie pipes. My thoughts and my opinions on them. Now, if you go on the pipe forums, Kaywoodies have a tendency for getting a lot of negative feedback. A lot of, stay away from them, terrible pipes. And my first pipe was a Kaywoodie. And I'll tell you what, they're not terrible pipes. They're cheap, which you can buy a lot of them, but they're not terrible pipes. Yeah, they do smoke rather hot at first, but once you get a pretty good layer of cake around the bowl, they don't smoke as hot as they do before. Now, this is one of the Kaywoodie pipes that I own. It's got a nice, I believe that's sandblasted. Now, I don't know if the Kaywoodie company made this design, if they rusticated them like this, or if a previous owner, did this to it. I will tell you that the stem on here it's not the original stem. And when I got this, all my Kaywoodies I've purchased at antique stores. So this stem came straight, and after a while I got pretty bored of having a straight pipe. So I decided to give that a bend. The bowl in this one, I cleaned out the cake, I reamed it out not too long ago. And this one is a really, really good smoke. Found it, this is one of my favorite pipes to carry when I go outside. If I'm gonna smoke outside at the park or something, I really like taking this pipe with me. My other two Kaywoodies, this one being my first, since they're a lot shorter than the rest of my pipes, I like to keep them inside my truck, what I call my truck pipes. So I made a little styrofoam cutout where they fit in, and I just keep this inside my truck most of the time. Unless they've been used, like this one, I gotta clean this one. And let's start off with my first pipe. If you've seen my first video, you'll see that I was smoking this one. This is the first pipe that I purchased. It was a Kaywoodie, and I just had to have it. I fell in love with the design on here. I did end up breaking the shank on here not too long ago, so it doesn't really it's not loose anymore. It's kind of loose, but yeah, I broke the shank on there, and I didn't want to throw it away, so I ended up cutting the shank a lot shorter. Just doing some, just doing what do you call it? What I like to call some Mexican engineering to fix that problem. My other Kaywoodie is a Kaywoodie drinkless. And this pipe was, I purchased this one about, I'd say at least a month ago. And this is one of my favorite, everyday smoking pipes. Now, the difference between some of the Kaywoodies are that some come with this little stinger. It's called a stinger. And this is supposed to give you a cooler smoke. And it kind of does. The only downfall is that it causes a pipe to gargle. So what a lot of people do, they'll take a Dremel and just cut this tip off, because you can't cut all the way down over here, or else it won't screw back into the pipe. Won't screw into the female connection of the pipe. Now I did think about cutting this off, but I do think it does smoke a lot cooler with the stinger on there. So I just leave it. I just left it on there. Now what I do, I always carry a handkerchief around or any kind of rag, and when I'm not having smoke, I'll just use that to wipe down the stinger, and it keeps the pipe from gargling. So yeah, for anyone interested in getting into the pipe smoking hobby, I do recommend the Kaywoodies. You know, everyone has their own opinions on, even just take my opinion with a grain of salt. I mean, just because I like Kaywoodies doesn't mean that you're gonna like Kaywoodies. And yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, I picked up some Dunhill Nightcap from a cigar shop, and this tin right here was freaking overpriced. I think I paid $20.25 for this. Later that day, I went on pipesandcigars.com, and they're for a tin, 1.76 ounce tin, $13, I believe. Yeah, that pissed me off. $20 for a freaking tin. I haven't smoked this just yet. I'm waiting for Friday, or I'm gonna smoke this in my 7 alligator, and that's another review that I'm gonna do on that pipe. Maybe on this tin right here. And I think that's about it. Keep on puffing, and I'll see you later.